Welcome back, people. Gooners Therapy. Yeah, Realist Dan here, and we're here to break down current affairs of Arsenal. Now, I think we need to start on the signing that has recently been announced, and that is Noni Madueke. How are we feeling about this one, people? Let me know in the comments of how you're feeling about this signing, because for me, let's talk about the player first. Now, I've never rated Madueke. He's never been a player that I've watched and I said, oh yeah, I want him at Arsenal. Do you understand? That's never been the case. I don't even think I've looked at him and said he's decent. He's alright. His dribbling's decent. End product, I don't think is good enough. I'm not upset with the signing of the player itself. What I am upset about is the amount of money we have spent on this signing. Absolute craziness. Insane. Who saw this coming? Who in their right mind would have saw this coming? Who else wanted Madueke? Who else was in for Madueke? Another Chelsea player. It comes as another big shock, just like the Kai Havertz signing. It was the same thing. When I heard about that 65 mil we're going to sign Kai Havertz, I'm saying to myself, nah, that's not going to happen. That's madness. That's crazy talk. A week later, 65 million, Kai Havertz was signed. And now it's happened again. More money gone to Chelsea, 52 mil. If you would have been spending 25 mil on Madueke, 20 mil, same sort of fee that we're buying Mosquera for, cool beans. We ain't got no issue with that. But then you have to come back as Arsenal fans and we just need to say, it's not our money. So if we do go ahead and get a Gyökeres and an Eze on top of this, then I'm not going to be really upset about this still. But for me, I'm going to get behind the player. Yeah, the abuse that he's been receiving is ridiculous. Why you abuse? He ain't done nothing wrong. Abuse the Cronkies, abuse Berta, abuse Arteta, especially Arteta. Yeah? Because these are the people that made the decision to go out there and spend this money on this player, Madueke, when for me, he is not worth that fee in any world. If we go ahead and we sell Madueke in 3 years, do you think we're going to make a profit on him? In 3 years' time, do you think he's going to be worth 60, 70, 80 mil? And it's another piece of bad business from Arsenal. Once again, we're buying players and losing money on them. Constantly losing money. Name me Arsenal players in the comments, people, that we've bought and we've made a profit on them. There's a select few. More often than not, we're losing money. Yeah? Madueke's stats for last season, let's check it out. 24-25. 32 matches, 7 goals, 3 assists. Meh. Don't know about that. 23-24. 23 goals, 23 matches, 5 goals, 2 assists. 22-23. 12 goals, 12 matches, 1 goal, no assists. And then another question is, where is he getting into games? Is he a Carabao Cup man? Have we spent 52 mil for a Carabao Cup player? It's not getting in front of Saka, definitely not. We've got Wanyeri that can play in Saka's position. Even last season, Arteta was putting Martinelli there, so where have you bought Madueke to play for 52 mil? Left wing, that's not his position. Yeah, he's a right-sided winger that cuts in with his left foot. On the left wing, he's going to be wasted. Let's make this make sense, people. Let's make this make sense. I can't make it make sense in my head. I cannot believe we have spent this money on Madueke. We could have spent that money elsewhere. What's going on with the Eze deal? Let's go on to that now. That's gone awfully quiet. What's going on? Had us all excited. That's gone quite agreed personal terms. But for some reason, we've got the Madueke deal over the line quicker. Now, for me, easy maths. That 52 mil, that should have went as a priority to secure the Eze deal first. After we've secured that deal, we can talk about... In fact, Madueke should have been our last signing. We do not prioritise Madueke as a signing. Gyökeres is the number one target. Once again, that's gone quiet as well. What's going on with the Gyökeres deal? Yeah, I'm a man that's been through it with Arsenal, and Arsenal fans who've been through it with me as well. Until I've seen that shirt on him, he's at the Emirates, he's done his medical, then I'll say, yes, we're definitely getting Gyökeres and it's going to happen. It's looking that way through all the rumours and articles that have come out and all the stories, but at the end of the day, the deal's not done. Pre-season tour starts in a few days now, people. Yeah, we want those players out there gelling in with the team. Even Madueke's not going to Singapore. He's not going there. First games he's going to be playing is at the Emirates Cup. So forget about Gyökeres or Eze coming on this tour as well. Why is it that we can always wrap up these Chelsea deals so quickly? Why can we wrap up these Chelsea players so quickly, but when it comes to other players, it's a long thing? Madness. What's going on? Why is the Gyökeres deal taking so long? And in my head I'm thinking, if this was someone else, I don't think this is an Arteta signing. This is not an Arteta sort of player. The fact that he's rebelled and he's gone on strike against Sporting, this man doesn't care. He's got an attitude. He's going to do whatever he wants when he wants to do it to make things happen. This is not an Arteta player. Arteta likes yes men. Yeah? He doesn't want a player that's going to talk back and he's going to have a bit of character. And this is not the sort of players that he likes. So if Gyökeres does come, it will be good to see how Arteta is going to manage him, because I don't believe Gyökeres is a yes man. So we'll see if Arteta can deal with Gyökeres when he comes in and if he can manage him correctly. Another deal that looks imminent, like it's going through, is Christian Mosquera. Now we're talking a good deal. Young, hungry, fast, up and coming centre back. We paid 20 mil from him, if that. Yeah, this is the sort of money that we should be spending. Same sort of money should be getting spent on Madueke, but for Mosquera, it looks like we've done a good deal. I haven't watched no games of him. Not one. So I'm not going to sit here and lie, but from what I've heard, he's an up-and-coming talent and he's looking like he's going to be a good centre-back. With the right guidance, with the right development, I think he could turn into be a good centre-back from what I've heard. Yeah? But we'll see how he gets on when he comes to play English football, because as we know, the Premier League is a completely different ball game. It's a completely different ball game, so let's see what you're about. It's alright having speed. You got to have it all, the physicality, the speed, the know-how, the passing. Yeah, you've got to have it all, people. So let's just see how Mosquera slips into this team. Any injuries that we get, because let's be honest, if Saliba or Gabriel gets injured, who have we got coming in at the moment? We've got Kivior to come in. We've got someone like Ben White, maybe Timber can go there. But if we've got a natural centre-back in Mosquera that comes in with pace, then it's looking like a good signing. Now, what's going on with our outgoings? We've got a lot of players that we need to get rid of. Yeah, and I believe that if these players get moved on and we get some decent money for them, which we probably won't, it's Arsenal, then we can look at more players to come in. Your people like Fabio Vieira, these type of guys. Who else is with us at the moment? There's a lot of players. Let's go through the Arsenal players. And I'm going to tell you who we can get rid of and get some money in. Zinchenko. Take the 20 mil and move on. Another loss. Take the 20 mil, get him off the wage board and move on. Fabio Vieira. 10 mil. There you go. Yeah, now we're at 30 mil. Reece Nelson. 10 mil. Now we're at 40 mil. Albert Songo 10 mil. Take him for 10 mil. Now we're at 50. Who else is there that we can dispose of? Gabriel Jesus, I'm saying just tear up his contract, pay him off. It sounds harsh, but this is the reality of where we're at with Jesus. I just don't feel with the injuries that he's got, because he's had the bad injury, he comes back, he gets injured again. Unfortunately, he's finished. So do the same like what we done to Tomiyasu. Yeah, that's what we need to do with Gabriel Jesus. Leandro Trossard, 20 mil. That's 70 mil we've made. That's what I think that we need to do. There are some other players as well. Let's go into a deeper look at who's at the club. Alright. Saliba stays, Ben White stays. Someone comes in for 35 mil for Ben White. See you later. Now we're at 105 mil. See you later, Ben White. Lokonga, said that already. Reece Nelson. Zinchenko. Yeah, so there are some small assets that we can get rid of and we can make some sort of money on, people. That's what we can do. Now, another thing we need to discuss is Martin Odegaard, people. Now, last season, very bad. Seasons before, good season. So now you're asking yourself, who is the real player? Was it that when he had this good season, he was playing above his peak, above his level? Or was it that last season, he was playing below his level? Where is Martin Odegaard in terms of his ability? Is he somewhere in the middle of the season where he was great and the season where he was very bad last season? Is he somewhere in the middle? Who is he? Who is Martin Odegaard? What is his level? Because the fall off of last season was very dramatic. Yeah? And Martin Odegaard's been around for a long time now. As young as he is. He's been around for a long time. Supposed Real Madrid wonder kid. Never made it there. Do you understand? So, I think we give him the first 10 games of the season to see where he's at, and I think we'll know. With those 10 games that we've got that are very tough, we need Martin Odegaard to step up and get back to the form that we saw him in 22, 23, 23, 24. We need that Martin Odegaard back, where there was conversations about him or Bruno Fernandes. That's the conversations that were being had, but that's been put to bed now. Based off of last season, Bruno Fernandes is miles better than him. He was carrying Man United on his back last season. Yeah? And he's progressively got better season, Fernandes. Now with Odegaard, he came in, he was poor, he got better for those 2 seasons. Now it's been a steady decline. Yeah? What is the issue here? Is it Arteta and his system? Is it Arteta that's ruined him? We're going to wait and see, and we're going to see what happens this season. But for me, if we bring in someone like Eze slips into that role straight away. I don't want to see Eze on the wing. Yeah, if Eze comes in, start of the season, Odegaard's on the bench. That's where Odegaard is. Yeah, we do Zubimendi, we do Declan Rice, and we do Eze. Saka on the right, Gyökeres up top. Left wing, who's starting there? Who's starting on the left wing? Are we bringing someone in? What's happening? Yeah, and you're going to be in the comments, well, Eze can play on the left wing. Can he? Can he play on the left wing? Is he that good on the left wing? But in saying that, would I prefer Eze on the left wing to Trossard and Martinelli? The answer to that question is yes, people. So let's say start of the season, Eze comes in, then that's going to be Eze on the left, Gyökeres, Saka, Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi. That's where we're going in terms of our midfield and attack, and that sounds decent, but we still got to wait and see how Zubimendi slips into the Premier League. Another one, not watched none of his games. None of Zubimendi's games. I'm an honest man, I haven't watched none of it, so I don't know what he's about. Can only got videos and hearsay. But you never know what a player's about until they get to the Premier League, people. Some players have come from abroad and lit the Premier League up. some players have come to the Premier League and failed miserably. Hundreds of names. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same game, people. It's not the same place. But yeah, let's just see what happens this season, guys. Welcome to the club, Noni Madueke. I hope you do well, my brother. Yeah, and I hope you hit the ground running and you become a success and you surprise me and you surprise all the Arsenal fans. And we say that it was a bargain getting you for 52 mil. Yeah, I appreciate if you could like, subscribe, comment, share this video, people. See you later.